Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Abdul Salam Gateway. Today I'm going to present you the topic Software Development Life Cycle Spiral Model. The table of content that we are going to discuss today is Introduction, Model Design, Identification, Uses, Application, Advantages, Disadvantages, and Summary. Introduction to Spiral Model is: the spiral model combines the idea of iterative development with the systematic, controlled aspects of waterfall model. This spiral model is a combination of iterative development process model and sequential linear development model. That is, the waterfall model with a very high emphasis on risk analysis. It allows incremental releases of the product or incremental refinement through each iteration around the spiral. Spiral model design. The spiral model has 4 phases. A software project repeatedly passes through these phases and iteration called spirals. Identification. This phase starts with gathering the business requirements in the baseline spiral. In the subsequent spiral, as the product matters, identifications of the system requirements, subsystem requirements, and unit requirements all are done in this phase. This phase also includes understanding the system requirements by continuous combinations between the customer and the system analyst. At the end of the spiral, the product is deployed in the identified market. Next, we have design. The design phase starts with the conceptual design in the baseline spiral and involves architecture design, logical design of modules, physical product design, and the final design in the subsequent spirals. Construct or build. The construct phase refers to the production of the actual software product at every spiral. In the baseline spiral, when the product is just thought of, the design is being developed. A POC, which is called proof of concept, is developed in this phase to get customer feedback. Then in the subsequent spiral, with a higher clarity and requirements and design details, a working model of the software development called build is produced with a version number. These builds are sent to the customer for feedback. Next, we have evaluation and risk analysis. Risk analysis includes identification or identifying, estimating, monitoring the technical feasibility and management risk, such as schedule and cost overrun. After testing the build, at the end of the first iteration, the customer evaluates the software and provides feedback. The following illustration is a representation of a spiral model listed the activities in each phase. Spiral model application. The spiral model is widely used in the software industry as it is in sign with the normal or natural development process of any product that is learning with a maturity which involves minimum risk for the customer as well as development firms. Uses of spiral model. Basically, the following pointers explain the typical uses of spiral model, which includes when there is a budget constraints and risk evaluation is important. For medium to high risk projects, long-term project commitment because of potential changes to economic priorities as the requirements changes with time. Customer is not sure of their requirements, which is usually the case. Requirements are complex and need evaluation to get clarity. Now, product line which should be released in phases to get enough customer feedback. Advantages of spiral life cycle model. Changing requirements can be accommodated, allows extensive use of prototypes, requirements can be captured more accurately, users see the system early, development can be divided into smaller parts and the risky parts can be developed earlier, which helps in better risk management. Next we have disadvantages of the spiral model. Management is more complex. End of the project may not known early, not suitable for small or low risk projects and could be expensive for small projects. Process is complex, spiral may go on identifying. Large number of immediate or intermediate stages requires excessive documentations. This was all about today's lecture. We have discussed spiral model, the advantages of spiral model, disadvantages of spiral model. Now you guys have to write summary in the comments below that what you have learned from this lecture. I will meet you in the next lecture with a new topic on the same channel. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.